I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
I'm talking about a big fat lawsuit. And we know ABC just paid millions. But them millions got to come out this lady's bank account. Yeah. She got to cough it up. Yeah. This lady right here in particular. The lady that actually won us the election. Don't worry, I'll get into that later. Yeah. The lady that won us the election. Well, not literally, but she played a big part in winning the election for us. When she asked Kamala, what would you have done different than Joe Biden? And then later on, she came on and said in a podcast that I gave Kamala a softball layup question, and she blew it. She admitted that. But the things that come out this lady's mouth, I don't even know how this came out her mouth right here. This clip right here. These 30 seconds. I'm giving y'all a disclaimer, viewers discretion. Man, on the spew, not the view, the spew. But check this out.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You see the and then the Whoopi said allegedly. Yeah, she's already getting signal from the producer. They're already getting signaled off. Allegedly. Watch her say it again.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
She said it 3 times. Allegedly. How can this come out your mouth? That a wife hates her own husband. You're saying that she hates her own husband. Now, I'm not saying now, y'all. Melania can do feel or say whatever she's feeling or whatever is going on behind closed doors. But how can you go out live on air on TV and say this out your mouth? How is this show still on air? I'm telling you, people are gonna celebrate when this is removed, gone, canceled. People are gonna get off work early. People are gonna be throwing parties. As soon as they see that headline, the spew, canceled, removed off air. Now we know about who's behind ABC and we know about Disney and yeah, we all know about ABC and yeah, we know. But there's no way you allow that to come out your mouth. You know, and they just had to pay millions to President Trump. And as y'all seen, more lawsuits are on the way. More lawsuits are coming. And I believe there's a defamation lawsuit every time they open up their mouth. And even Whoopi admitted it. It's hard for us not to get in trouble on this show. She admitted this last week. It is hard for us to not step in doo-doo. And now they're reading out legal notes every single show. Every single show. And just look, it's a legal note after legal note. The producer, the PR team, the whole team, they're back there sweating. Yeah.
Just with any crime.
That's true.
Also, another legal note, Pete Hegseth.
Another legal note, yeah. Yeah, go and read it out loud.
The lawyer said he paid the woman in 2020.
Unbelievable, man. Last week, and they're right now they're panicking because they're already talking about more lawsuits are coming. But this is one of the biggest ones. I'm telling you, Melania, just wipe them clean, please. You know, we know Trump is filing tons of lawsuits right now for election interference. You know, for to pollsters, to everybody getting hand in. Yeah, everybody got to get it. You know, because it's a disgrace. And they got something coming. They just paid out millions and had to apologize. ABC. Yeah. CBS got one pending right now. But again, I just don't see how anybody can say this. How can that hatred, they're so full of hatred and deranged. And they were so deranged, they actually made Trump look even good. Like, I'm telling you, these women, we needed this side to win. Everybody say, Rick, you were right. We needed this side to win. We actually needed this side to win. But some of the things that have come out their mouth, I mean, and it's every show. How can you say that? How? And then they got the little thing that come on to make sure everybody be clapping and laughing and having a good time. And it be only like 20, 30 people there in the studio. It's a disgrace. Producer be back there sweating, eating Chex Mix. Yeah. Chex Mix and Diet Mountain Dew. He back there sweating. PR team back there sweating. They like, man, what these ladies gonna say next? Please tell Whoopi, signal Whoopi, signal her. And now they've been reading legal notes every single show. I'll show one of them pretty shortly. Y'all seen it though. I want to check. Look, hear what Megyn Kelly had to say.
Christmas, she doesn't want anything to do with him.
About that.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Like what?
Would you look? This is a network that still runs out fact checks to these women, like it's concerned about them staying factual. She hates Trump. She doesn't want to be near him. She doesn't want to be president again. She destroyed the Rose Garden and she hates Christmas. That is what passes for news on a network they did a presidential debate on. Thoughts?
I think there's a simpler explanation, which is that for as long as abortion has been a major national issue, every single first lady, including every single Republican first lady, has supported abortion. I think that's a sad fact. I think it's a strange fact of history, but I think that's a simpler answer than whatever The View is saying, that Melania is playing 7D chess and doesn't want to have to decorate the White House Christmas tree, so she's going to release this memoir. I mean, there are...
I know how a lot of y'all feel about the spew and this lady right here. Well, like I said, we needed this right here to win. This other side, you know? But I like this clip of her right here. I really do. I got to give it to her. Because she admits that the softball question, that the layup question that she asked Kamala, what she would have done different than Joe Biden, that it backfired. She admitted it, you know. And then in a previous episode, you know, they also admitted defeat, and they admitted, you know, the Democrat Party isn't the Democratic Party. But again, don't trust these liars. Don't, you know. I wish that I can't wait till this show is removed. But we know about ABC. It probably ain't going nowhere. All the woke media, but they're in big trouble, man. Legacy media is in big trouble. And again, they lied, and we will never forget their lies. They're deranged. They're full of hatred. They're biased, propaganda, fear mongering, and look where it got them. Well, look at this clip right here.
To remind people what the question was, it was, what would you have done differently?
I asked the vice president what she would do differently in a Harris administration as opposed to a Biden administration.
Mm-hmm. And what if anything, she wishes she could have done differently in the past 4 years, or what?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I followed up because I was surprised at the answer. Look, I think it wasn't so much about the question, but it was really more about the answer.
Not a thing comes to mind.
Not a thing comes to mind. And that's why I followed up with, is there anything that you would do differently? And the reason I followed up is because, you know, that wasn't a gotcha question. That was a layup, really.
It was an important question, and I think one she should have expected.
That's what I thought. I actually thought it was a chance for her to explain to all the people who are saying, I want a change agent, for her to explain that, of course, she has a different lived experience from President Biden. But they did have one of the most successful administrations in our country.
That's the tricky part.
And I thought she would then say, I would build on the wins that we've had.
Unbelievable. And now that I rethink things, I don't care what nobody say, man. This show, the spew needs to be taken off here. These women must be held accountable, man. Like, I don't care what nobody says, bro. They must be held accountable, man.
Critics are going hard after a liberal media member for vile comments about Melania Trump. The former First Lady appears to signal her support for reproductive rights in a video out yesterday.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
And this take is pretty shocking.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. I mean, that is violent.
Like, that is like, how can you say that, man? In particular, that woman there needs to be held accountable. The whole show again, and they already got big things from the take place, and they've already gotten hit upside the head before, so lawsuits before. You know, ABC has already paid millions, but they got to be held accountable, man, especially for what took place this election. And there's some more terrible things, and y'all know that we've made videos on this entire election of what has came out their mouth, you know.
Got to stop talking like that about a former president who's had 2 assassination attempts. I mean, that's just ignorant. A tiny sample of the social media backlash. These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what the Views audience loves. It's targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tensions.
These women are a danger to America. Yeah. The spew. But we want to thank the ladies, man, because we needed that side to win. We did, man. They had a lot of viral moments this year. That exposed a lot, as y'all know, you know, and we've covered a lot on these women, but should be removed off air. Point blank, period. And I remember we used to come on and say we got to pray for them people that watch the spew and people that wake up and just say, "Oh, I can't wait to watch these ladies." But now I don't feel bad for them. And then now they done shaved off their hair. You know, they drinking and driving. You know, it's just been terrible for them. And some of them also have left the party. They turned the View off. They've actually somewhat starting to feel for MAGA. We see a lot of them now doing a complete about face. How did that work out for them, huh? We see a lot of them now. You know, that they said they've been lied to. They've been bamboozled. Yeah. Y'all watched the CNNs, the MSNBCs, the ABC, the whole alphabetical order. Y'all watch these deranged, hateful women, you know. And there's like one or two of them that speak sense on the show. Even though they're still never Trumpers, and they Alyssa, I feel like if this show continues, in the future, and in the near future, she's gonna be removed or fired or off the show. Yeah, because she's triggering a lot of meltdowns and arguments right now. And she comes in and backs up Trump, you know. But we'll see how this thing plays out, man. But these women got to be held accountable, man. I liked what they said, though. These women are a danger to America.
The president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think for herself.
We spoke about it, and I said, you have to write what you believe. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You have to write what you believe.
Tammy.
She's her own person. I think that's been clear. I also argue constantly, considering my background on the left and with the National Organization for Women, that there is no real choice when you are economic.
But man, yeah. We'll see how this thing plays out. As y'all know, last week and week before last, the Trump administration and Trump announced big lawsuits are coming for many more people, the networks, and also asking networks to lose their license, in which I believe they should. You know, because it's a disgrace what has taken place this year, and some of the things that were said, some of the things, the headlines that they put out. You know, it's a disgrace, man. But let me know what y'all think of this. I love you guys. God bless them beautiful patriots around the world. One love to the human race, man. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and January 20th can't get here any faster. Yay!